Sometimes you think we're just saying don't stalk social media because you look like a nut. No, we're saying it because you're aware that they're not with you when you stalk. You're aware that you don't have the permission to even know where they are. The difference between a relationship and stalking is permission. You guys realize that? So when you stalk someone, it's because you don't know where they are and they haven't permitted you to know where they are. So you become the stalker of that person and you're literally making manifest in your reality more of them not being with you because you're aware they're not with you right now. If you do 3D shit like push the manifestation along, you are aware that the manifestation isn't working and isn't happening and is taking too long. So purely by pushing it along and doing 3D shit and messing with the middle, you're literally saying, this is not working. I am aware this manifestation isn't here yet. Therefore, it won't be here. I will do a lesson about why checking the 3D affects your manifestation because 2 people have just asked me. Someone said about why checking the 3D affects your manifestation and another person said how to stop, what was it? How to stop checking, what was this? Maybe a lesson on how to stop checking socials, location, etc. Guys, if you're going around checking your specific person's location, checking to see if they're on social media, checking to see even if they've answered your text, checking anything in the 3D, this lesson will teach you why that is completely fucking your manifestation up. So before I start, I just want you guys to understand that Manifest Contact starts on the 1st of May in the squad. If you guys aren't in there and you are one of these people who's obsessively contacting your specific person and they're not contacting you, or you're checking social media, or you're checking their location, or you're stalking your specific person, you really need to join that scripting challenge because in that scripting challenge, I will teach you how to actually manifest the contact and attention that you want so you don't have to be stalking. It's part of your squad membership. The squad membership is $50 a month or $35 if you join for the whole year. And you also get all the benefits of the squad. So today there's a Mentor Monday, US early morning time, which is nighttime Australia time, midday, like middle of the day British time. And that's our mentors. And I might be jumping on the Mentor Monday today if you're in the squad because there's only 2 mentors, so I might jump on. They answer your questions. Then I go live or do a success live every week. Plus there's the mentors and the other squaddies answering your questions. Plus there's Neville Made Easy, our course leaving the squad today, and Manifest Contact starts on the 1st. So guys, if you haven't gone into the squad and you're the kind of person who's actually checking socials or stalking your specific person or can't get the calls and attention and communication you want and you're doing 3D shit, you really need this challenge. Come and join us. So let me do the Loz lesson about this because if you guys are still doing that, you're really messing it up and I'll explain why. So you manifest from your awareness. I'll say that again. You manifest from what you're aware of. So why would checking social media or stalking their location be bad for your manifestation if you manifest what you are aware of? What does stalking social media or checking where they are or doing 3D shit to push the manifestation along with your specific person indicate about what you're aware of? Anyone tell me? What's your answer? What does it tell me you are aware of about your specific person? You're aware of their absence. Thank you. You are aware they're not with you. Where are they? Checking their location. Oh, are they on social media talking to other people? They're not talking to me. I'm aware they're not talking to me. I'm aware they don't want me. Oh, I'm going to incessantly text them because I'm aware they're not going to contact me. I am aware that they don't want me. They are absent from me. They have abandoned me. They aren't with me. They're not giving me attention. I'm aware, and then I'm sending that out. I'm aware you don't want me. I'm aware you're not contacting me. I'm aware you might be with other people. I'm aware there might be a third party. I'm aware you're not paying me attention. I am fully and completely aware that I am unwanted by you, that you aren't paying me the love, time, and attention that I crave. So if I manifest from my awareness and you manifest from your awareness, why would I not want to be aware that they're not talking to me? Why would I not want to be aware of their absence? Why would I not want to be aware that they might be at a location with a third party? Why might I not want to be aware that I have to text them all the time and they won't text me? Why might I, as a manifestation coach, because I know this, not want to do that, not want to be aware of that? Why would I be teaching you not to do that and not be aware of that? Because that's what you'll manifest. So if you are constantly aware that they're absent from you, they will be more absent. You can only manifest from your conscious awareness of self, who you are consciously aware of. I am a person who isn't being paid attention. I am a person who doesn't get the messages and communication I want. I am a person who has to check their socials because I don't know where they are. They are absent from me. So they can only stay absent. They can only stay silent. They can only stay not contacting you. They can only be what you are. And you are a person aware that they don't want you. You are a person aware that they're absent from your reality right now. Guys, if you're not sure about this and you don't understand conscious awareness and you don't even know what I mean, you really need to go and do my free course called Everything You've Learned About Manifesting is Wrong. Because some of you aren't even cognizant of this awareness lesson, that you manifest from your awareness. And when Neville Made Easy, Neville Goddard's teachings, Made Simplified, comes on my website, some of you really, really need to go and do it, because some of you don't have the fundamental understanding of what awareness even means. And so what you're doing is constantly fucking up your manifestations and saying, but I can do 3D shit. And I'm like, the doing of the 3D shit indicates you are aware they don't love you. You are aware they're absent from you. You are aware you're not in a couple. You're aware there might be a third party. That's what you're fucking aware of. I just put a video on my YouTube about a person literally stalking a friends list of their SP, assuming a new friend that was added was the third party. They literally manifested out of thin air, purely with their trust issues and feeling unwanted, that this random girl that was added on the friends list was a third party. And for all this silly girl knows, it wasn't even a third party at all. And she literally manifested a third party into her reality with her awareness that there would be one. If you guys are doing that, if you're stalking their social media, checking their friends list, checking their location, constantly texting them, double texting them, when you've texted them and they haven't texted you back, going online and seeing if they're online, are you feeling okay? Because what you're doing is being aware that they don't want you. You really haven't got this yet. There are even people in my groups that I think understand this and still do this shit. How are you not aware of what awareness is? How are you not getting what manifestation is? Is it because you've watched so many fucktards who don't know how to teach this? Yes. So look, I'll just explain to you how you guys get so confused by this. Sometimes you think we're just saying don't stalk social media because you look like a nut. No, we're saying it because you're aware that they're not with you when you stalk. You're aware that you don't have the permission to even know where they are. The difference between a relationship and stalking is permission. You guys realize that? So when you stalk someone, it's because you don't know where they are and they haven't permitted you to know where they are. So you become the stalker of that person and you're literally making manifest in your reality more of them not being with you because you're aware they're not with you right now. If you do 3D shit like push the manifestation along, you are aware that the manifestation isn't working and isn't happening and is taking too long. So purely by pushing it along and doing 3D shit and messing with the middle, you're literally saying, this is not working. I am aware this manifestation isn't here yet. Therefore, it won't be here. We're not just saying this for fun. So the coaches who say that to you, like don't mess with the middle or don't fuck with the 3D, they understand what they're talking about, but maybe they haven't quite explained why. And the reason why is because then it means that you're aware of what you don't want to be aware of. You're aware they're not talking to you. You're aware they're absent. You're aware it's taking too long. So you'll manifest more of that because you manifest from your awareness. Your I am. I am a person who's not getting messages. I am a person who has to stalk you. I am a person who doesn't know where you are and I have to sort out your location. I am a person who suspects a third party. I am. Oh, well, this will now manifest more of my I am. More of him talking to third parties, more of him being absent from you, more of him not replying to your stories or your messages, more of that. Oh, is that why you're saying not to do it? Because I am being aware of that and therefore more of it will manifest. I'm staying in that awareness and I need to be a new awareness of self. Why do you think we're saying it? Maybe a lot of coaches haven't explained it to you. Maybe a lot of coaches don't even understand this. You guys do understand a lot of people are regurgitators. You guys do understand that a lot of people are literally listening to me and listening to other people and just like going, bleh. Some girl on Instagram the other day even used one of my videos in her stories and then said, this is what I teach in my new course, blah. And I wrote, bitch, I don't teach what you teach. I don't know what the fuck you teach. But if you use my content again to push your crappy course, I'll fucking sue you. Goodbye. Because this silly girl was using my content. Don't regurgitate my content and tell me you understand it. I don't know what's in your crappy course, whoever you are. I didn't have to react, but I was like, can you take it down? I'm not promoting your course. Then she took it down. But you understand, like, guys, I am aware. So there's a lesson there in what just happened there. I am aware people copy me. So what happened to me? Someone was using my material on Instagram to promote their own course. So have I got an awareness, and you guys will know if you've watched me before, that I have an awareness of self that people copy me because I think I'm a really good teacher who teaches this properly. So then my natural assumption is people will then copy me. So what keeps happening to me? You see? Take from that the lesson in this lesson. That if you have an awareness of something, it will continue to happen. So until such time as I take away my awareness of people copying me, people blocking me so I don't see them copying me, people blatantly regurgitating my teachings on TikToks and YouTubes and bloody, bloody, blah, then it will continue to happen until I take my awareness away from that. Right? So it's very difficult, though, for me to take my awareness away from that because I have an assumption I'm really good at teaching this. So I'm okay with the assumption that I'm really good at teaching this, and I'm kind of okay with the assumption that therefore people will copy me because it's the highest form of flattery, and I guess I'm doing this right if you're copying me, and I don't really care because you're not me and you'll never be me, right? So I'm kind of still aware of that and keeping that in my awareness, and I don't really care. I mean, I do care if this girl's literally like promoting her own course with my material. That's kind of unethical and not okay. And I was just kind of like, can you just kind of take it down? Because I don't know what your courses love, but I'm not promoting your course for you. Right? It'd be like someone using the Kardashians in a ad campaign and then Kris Jenner going, excuse me, you have to pay us for that, for our likeness, right? What I'm saying is, guys, if you are aware of something, it will continue to happen until you're not aware of it anymore. Just like I am aware people copy me. And until I stop being aware of that, it will continue to happen. So with behaviors that reiterate that awareness, you're going to keep that reality in place. So if you're stalking your specific person, you are aware they're not with you, and you're going to keep in place the reality of them not being with you. If you're aware that they're not contacting you and you keep going online to see if they're online when they haven't replied to you, or you double text them because they haven't replied yet, aren't you aware they're not talking to you? You have to check their location or go and check their friends list because you're so worried about them seeing someone else or third parties. Aren't you aware that there might be a third party, and won't you manifest a third party simply with that awareness? If you're the kind of person who's aware of third parties or worried about third parties, I really suggest you go and watch my YouTube from today called Warning, How Not to Remove a Third Party, because so many of you do that and you don't even understand how you're manifesting a third party. Are you guys getting what this lesson is? If my awareness is offered, I'm just trusting that SP will contact me because I know they love me still. Yes, you can take your awareness off the fact that they're not contacting you and decide they're contacting you because they love you. However, if you do go and take 3D action, guys, you've got to be so confident that that 3D action isn't going to fuck anything up. Like if you decide to text your specific person, do it from a place of confidence, but stalking them is very different. Checking where they are is very different. That's like an awareness of self that they don't want to be with you. Just texting your person is not a huge deal unless you're texting them massively from a state of fear, right? You guys get the difference? Understand what the mentality of stalking them even is. The mentality of stalking or checking implies massive trust issues, and stalking implies you don't want me, you're not with me. That's what you're aware of. So that's what you'll manifest more of. Does that make sense, guys? Has everyone understood the lesson? Anyone got any questions about that? No? Okay, I'll answer your questions. Answer my question, please, Loz. Well, I won't be down, darling, because you demanded with an exclamation point that I answer you, and I'm in the middle of the goddamn Loz lesson. And do you honestly think I'm going to stop everything because you're in complete victim mode and stop my lesson for thousands of people on the internet just for you in victim status? I won't answer you now. You just fucked that for yourself out of complete desperation. Take Loz's courses, y'all. I promise they're amazing. Oh, thank you, darling. My SP has been gone because he said he's working hard to provide for me, but now I hardly get any attention because you're aware he's not giving you attention. So, guys, let me just explain this to you about if you're not getting attention from them. I know it's very difficult when you're in the reality where you're not getting the attention. And if they've told you a reason why you're not getting the attention, like I'm busy right now or I'm with my kids or I'm working hard to provide for you, you've got to understand What was the kernel that caused them to even say that and do that in the first place? What was the kernel in your mind? The kernel in your mind was this person doesn't want me as much as I want them, or this person commits to work more than me, or I don't get prioritized. I'm not their priority. That's actually nothing to do with the person. Everyone is you pushed out. So what thoughts were you pushing out, darling, before he even said that and opened his mouth that indicates that you aren't prioritized in life or by him? Or what story do you have about him? Like he cares about work more than you. Investigate that. Loz, I've discovered that I've always self-abandoned. Now I never feel heard or understood. Well, stop fucking doing that, darling. Hi, Loz. Hope you're doing well. Oh, thank you, Miriam. Hi, Loz. Nice to see you. Hi, guys. Just joined the squad a few days ago. Wonderful, guys. So Manifest Contact starts on the 1st of May. It is going to be so much fun, and we're going to be keeping you accountable as fuck in there and making sure you do get the contact you crave, whether you're in a relationship or not in contact with them, okay? I don't want to manifest an SP back anymore. Now I want to manifest my dream man who has everything I want. Well, you're deciding that your other SP wasn't your dream man, so you've really fucked that, darling, but okay. So go and manifest a new guy. Still have the same self-concept you had before with the new guy, and that new guy will turn into the old guy, and then you'll have to get rid of him to get another dream man when he's reflecting you, darling, the old guy and the new guy, just so you know. Yes, I affirm. I haven't really been good at visualizing, so I like affirming. I'm good, darling. Loz, I've discovered I saw that one. Why are you repeating yourself? Loz, you look fantastic, by the way. Oh, thank you, darling. How do I manifest him to move in with me? Well, decide you live together. See yourselves living together. See yourselves moving in on moving day and sitting down the couch at the end of the day. Oh, babe, I'm exhausted, right? Have you ever moved with I've moved with so many SPs. Most of my moving has happened with a boyfriend, and I'm always at the end of it like, how have we not broken up after this? Because I'm so stressed, right? So just imagine moving day. Or living together. Hang on, guys. Excuse my coughing. Loz, you're looking younger and even more beautiful than before. Amazing. Oh, Daddy, thank you, darling. Thank you so much. I think I might have smudged my camera. It's looking a bit hazy today. What self-concept is reflecting if I have a theme of letting people down / disappointing others in my life? Well, you've got a story that you'll let them down, that you're not enough as you are, that you disappoint people. Did you have really strict parents who told you off all the time, or people who let you down in life? Where's that coming from? Stop saying you let people down. Stop saying you do that. Stop saying you disappoint them. How to manifest him to move in. You say you already live together and you love waking up. Yeah, imagine waking up with them. Like literally have scenes of you waking up together. Wouldn't that imply you live together? Or even more implying you live together, because you could wake up in his house, right? Like you do when you've got an SP, right? So why don't you wake up and get out of bed and you're making breakfast together in your new house, right? That would imply you live together. Or he brings you breakfast in bed from your new kitchen. That's more like you live together rather than, because you could have woken up in any house, in his house, you know what I mean? Or have an imaginal scene in a new bedroom that's not his bedroom or your bedroom. You know what I mean? Why are you repeating yourself, guys? No one teaches like you. There is no competition. Oh, thank you, darling. I think you've had a lot of people copy you. Oh, yeah, well, let's get rid of that story. How do we change or fix our awareness regarding SP? Well, guys, write down what you're aware of. Like literally I had to force someone a couple of weeks ago who was going through something. I said, what were you thinking during this? And nothing. I wasn't thinking anything. And this person who understands all this, I was like, you were thinking some shit? Become aware of what you were thinking. And then eventually they were like, oh yeah, I was thinking this. Oh yeah, I was thinking this. You've really got to be honest with yourselves, guys, and assess yourselves and really write down everything you were thinking and really assess yourselves and then change it. Out of sight, out of mind, basically. What's this? Well, if we don't think about it, yeah. Loz, help. It's been 10 years since I've been pursuing acting and no audition, no management, no agent. What the hell have you been doing pursuing acting for 10 years? You're telling me that in 10 years you have no agent, no acting and no auditions. That's not, you're not acting. You're thinking you're going to be an actor. You're going to be from the state of actor. You could be doing a million free things. What do you mean? When I started out as an actor, I never got paid for anything. Are you doing some acting? What do you mean? Go and do amateur plays or go and do little short films with students and stuff. Why aren't you doing the doing? You're only trying to do professional stuff. Why don't you start doing free stuff first? And then you'll feel like an actor. You'll be in the state of actor, and then all that other stuff will naturally come because you won't feel like a failure. Take some 3D action doing free shit. Or put stuff out there. Go and start a TikTok and act. Guys, there's plenty of opportunities. You're telling me you can't act, and there wasn't TikTok when I got out of drama school. There wasn't even YouTube when I got out of drama school. You need to focus on the things you want if you have them already, as if you have them already. Exactly, guys, otherwise they won't manifest. I've been seeing the, i.e. my world, through such a different lens after watching your videos. Oh, good, Miriam, good. Thank you, guys. I don't want to manifest SP back anymore. I saw that one. I manifested third party away and he did text me, but he's dry and kind of using me when he doesn't feel well. That's because, Sophie, you don't do anything that I teach. You're doing some bullshit. You need to go and watch the video I just put on YouTube called How to Not Remove a Third Party. Warning. You need to go and fucking watch that, Sophie. So I teach you to manifest from your awareness of self because that's what will manifest. So you're aware that you have to get rid of other girls that he wants. So you are in an awareness of self that he doesn't want you. So you're surprised that he now dry texts you and uses you. That's your awareness. That's why you think there's going to be third parties, because you're aware he doesn't want you. So he can't change until you start being aware he wants you. What do you mean? Stop listening to morons who tell you to remove third parties and then go and use my banish the third party sleep tape on YouTube, which, by the way, is all about your self-concept and doesn't mention third parties. You're fucking lost, Sophie. Go and watch both those videos on my YouTube immediately. Get off this live and go and do it now because you're fucking lost. And then watch this back when it's on YouTube this week. Hello, how do I get my SP back? Well, you be in an awareness of self that they are back. You be in an awareness of self that they love you. Are you aware of that? Or are you thinking they're away from you and distant from you and you need them back? You won't be able to manifest them back until you imagine they're here, that they are back. If my awareness is off it, I'm just trusting. I saw that one. Guys, why are you repeating yourselves? Loz is talking about the true application of faith. It's already done in yours no matter what. Guys, if you're not truly applicating the idea that it's here already, you're really not doing this right. Like Jennifer just said, the faith that it's done. It is done. That's what amen means. Those of you who are really lost about this need to do Neville Made Easy. My Neville Goddard explanation course comes out this week on my website. Do you believe that you already have what you want or it's going to come to you in the future or both? No, you have it already. You become what you think about. Guys, if you are aware it's not here, it won't be coming anytime soon. But you can say coming if you really want because you're so fucking lost and you've been watching morons who don't teach this right. But do that if you really want to. How do you embody a new version that has the manifestation you want? Guys, look, don't some of you have a fucking imagination? Be as little children, as it says in the Bible. What does that mean? It means little kids can imagine very easily. A child could be running around the grocery store, pissing off all the other patrons, pretending to be an aeroplane. They think they are. And the mum's like ignoring them and all the other people are like, this fucking kid. That kid thinks they're an aeroplane right now when they're in a supermarket. Can you not do that anymore because you're an adult and you fucked your brain? Guys, be as little children. Use your imagination like kids would. Climb up in the treehouse and pretend you're Elsa in the castle of ice. Or whatever fucking Elsa does. Guys, can't you do that? Use your goddamn imagination. Be as little children, please. Greetings, Loz. Which course do you recommend if you want to change your self-concept about money? Money Magnet, darling, or my self-concept course, one of the two. Because you'll become aware of your self-concept issues anyway with the assessment in the self-concept A Kick-Ass You course, or Money Magnet. Money Magnet actually really delves into your self-concept issues in money. It's a very advanced course for a mini course. It's actually got way too much information in it for a mini course. I was overgiving when I first started my account, guys. Answer my question, please, Loz. No, darling, because you're being desperate and you're asking me in the middle of a Loz lesson. What you focus on grows. Loz always says focus on you and how amazing you are to be around. Exactly, guys. Like, if you think that, people will start saying it to you. Like, someone said to me the other night, well, maybe I love your company. And I was like, oh, that's nice. And I was thinking that. And then that person said it, right? So, guys, you've got to be aware that they want to be with you and that they love your company. Otherwise, they won't. Right? You manifest what you're aware of. He came back after no contact, but then we ended up arguing and he said he doesn't want a relationship. I'm not surprised, darling, because you argued like a triggered bitch and then they thought, oh, it's this old bitch again. She hasn't changed. She's the same as she was before. She's arguing about the smaller stuff and getting triggered. Guys, if I don't argue with people. If you're arguing with people, what's the point? You're getting triggered by yourself. Thank you. You are fantastic. Oh, thank you, darling. Hi, Loz. I just wanted you to know you've changed my life. Still wavering about working every day. Oh, wonderful page. Well, stop wavering, darling. Hi, Loz. Can I affirm SP is in love with me like he was in the beginning? Yes, darling. Well, stop saying he isn't. Is it bad if you still get anxious feelings when saying the opposing affirmations to bad thoughts? Well, no, guys. Sometimes it's a process and sometimes you will still feel anxious. Go and use my anti-anxiety meditation on my YouTube, darling. Use some of the affirmations in that as well. But sometimes it's common. What does it mean when it's done? It just means I imagine it's here already. Like, I don't have to do anything to make it happen. It's already here. It's already done. Amen. Right? Can you say I'm waiting for it to be? Well, you can say that, darling, if you really want to. When should you leave instead of trying to keep them? What the fuck are you talking about, Ashley? What do you mean? When should I leave my mirror because it reflected my face wrong this morning? I'm leaving you, mirror. Every time I come in here and look at you, you're looking really ugly. I'm getting a new mirror. I'm leaving you. You didn't turn up the way I want. I'm not keeping you. That's what you're saying. Here's your mirror, darling. What haven't you fixed in yourself about your self-concept that's causing him to mirror back to you all your fucking insecurities about yourself? Go and find another guy, darling, and he'll do the exact same thing. Same story, different guy. Good luck with that, Ashley. You don't fucking listen to me when I talk. How to change whatever he is showing now. Hi, Loz. Missed you. Oh, you don't, guys. You change you. And you change the story you're holding about them. If you don't like the way they're showing up, don't fucking hold that story anymore. Like, the one argument I've got into lately is I have a story about my money and that sometimes people don't like me earning money more than them. So I had a conversation with someone the other day and they asked me how much money I earn. And I thought, should I or should I not tell them this? And as I said it, I decided they're not going to have a problem with this. And guess what happened? A couple of minutes later, we ended up arguing about something. Now, had I fully got rid of the thought that they had a problem with that? No, because I always had a thought they had a problem with that. So my little fleeting affirmation of they're not going to have a problem with this didn't really work because the next minute we got in an argument. Right? What was the question? I've forgotten what the question was. I've gone off track. I've decided my prior friends with benefits is my hubby. I'm not positive how to live that way. Well, imagine they are your husband. What would imply they're your husband? What would you be doing? I don't know. I feel it's unchangeable. Well, then it is, Ashley, because you're unchangeable, because you haven't fucking changed. Ashley, instead of coming here and going, oh, I don't know, I think I just might find a new guy, go and fucking find a new guy and then come crying to me when that new guy turns into the old guy because you haven't fucking changed. Don't listen then, darling. Make the same mistakes that everyone does with dating coaches, and that's why people end up divorced. Why do you think people get divorced? If everyone knew this, no one would get divorced. Like, think about that. If everyone knew that everyone's reflecting them, all they'd have to do is change their husband or their wife in their mind, and the husband or wife would change, and they wouldn't have to get divorced. The end. There'd be no fucking divorce. But everyone thinks, oh, I found the new person. This next person was my person. They're so great. Then that person reflects all their self-concept issues from childhood. The person never changed, and they get fucking divorced. Oh, he wasn't the right guy. Well, he was actually 12 years ago when I married him. He was great when I married him. What happened? You happened. Guys, if you're not getting this, please watch all my videos on self-concept and reflection because some of you aren't even understanding thought reflection. It blows my fucking mind. I've been here for 3 years. You guys aren't getting this. I'm like, am I talking Chinese sometimes? You change yourself by changing your self-concept. Yes, darling. 8 years on and off SP, came back, 1 year back together, not triggered any left. What cause for self-concept? Not triggered any left. Well, what were your stories about when he was there? Even if you weren't triggered, what were you thinking internally, subconsciously about the situation? Why hasn't he married me yet? It's been 9 years already. Where's my ring? Whatever. What were you thinking? You need to do my worthy as fuck for love. You need to work out your patterns in love. It's got an assessment. It'll assess you. I successfully manifested my SP, but I got insecure off one thing and he was exposed as an abuser. Were you abused as a kid? Or made you feel not good enough, darling? How did you even manifest into your reality a man like that? Or have you got massive trust issues? You can't trust people. Why have you got massive trust issues? That's how that manifested. I'm not saying you made him an abuser, but you manifested a person you can't trust in your reality, right? Loz, how does fear 1 and 2 from Kick-Ass You reflect in money story? Well, I can't talk too much about the fears specifically, guys, because I don't want to give it away when people do the assessment in the course. But think about how, if you feel like you're going to be abandoned, money will abandon you, right? Or you feel like things never work out for you because you're not enough and you do things wrong, then you'll constantly do things wrong with money and lose money, right? Think about the correlation between the thought behind that fear and then what the machinations of that might be with money. Loz, do you have any tips to get over the old story? What SP affirmation is best in your opinion? I don't really teach a lot of SP affirmations. You can say those to change the story of the person and to see yourself differently in their reflection. So when I put SP, guys, you just got to understand, I'm going to start putting more sleep tapes and stuff and affirmation tapes on YouTube. But when I do SP affirmations, don't you guys understand that I'm talking about it from the new self-concept of you feeling like you're admired by them, your new self-concept of you feeling loved by them. You can't stop thinking about me. You're obsessed with me now. is about I'm a person to be obsessed with, not I'm trying to make you obsessed. You understand the difference between the way I teach them and the way other people teach them to you? How to deal with thinking I need to do something, I need to plan to get this. You're just in oldie worldy 3D thinking, darling, from what you grew up with, and you're not getting this. You're not just not understanding it. Go and do the Neville Made Easy course. You're fucking confused. Go and do things in the 3D. It'll fuck up and blow up in your face, and then you'll go, oh, maybe I'll listen to Loz. Maybe I'll finally trust myself. How to get someone out of my life? Well, imagine they're not in it, darling. There's a lot of triggered people in this live tonight. Lol, if you blocked your SP, that's doing nothing. Guys, why are people blocking their SPs? Are you joking? Lol, your skin is looking sensational. Oh, thank you. Can you please do you are sleep tapes, please? You are? You guys would prefer you are rather than I am sometimes? What I could do is, guys, on YouTube, I could do the I am version and the you are version. Would you like that? I could do both for each one. Would that actually be helpful to people? So each time I bring out one, I could bring out like the I am one, and then that night I could bring out the you are one. Yeah? Okay, I'll do that. So when I record them, I'll do both versions. Okay, I'll do that. So everyone wants that. Okay. How to make him not have friend girls? Well, you've got a problem with them having girls that are friends, darling. I've got plenty of men that are my friends. Do I have to stop being friends with them because of some new insecure bitch that comes along who thinks I'm a threat? I would tell that guy to leave that girl because she needs to go and see a shrink. But you can imagine they don't have friends, but how's that fix your insecurity? That's helpful because I do like the I am ones. Okay, I'll do both. Does feeling embarrassed about being intimate, about not feeling good enough, or you could feel like your body's not good enough, or you didn't do a good enough job, or whatever story you got going on. Yeah, that's about feeling not good enough, darling. Should I unblock him or just leave it like that? Guys, if you block people, are you feeling okay? Never in my whole life have I ever blocked an SP. Like, what are you talking about? Worked on my self-concept, feel so happy, but completely lost interest in SP. Guys, sometimes when you level up and you've got a new self-concept, you don't fucking want them anymore. You know how many times that's happened to me? What self-concept issues do we have if we think we trigger people? Well, I think I trigger people, but I don't care that I trigger people because people learn from me. When you get triggered, you learn. I was watching a Wes Watson video the other day and he goes, I like triggering people. It means you've actually listened. I'm like, yes, mate, that's what I think. I agree with you. But it's a feeling of like, I upset people. So where are you getting that from? How do I get my SP to commit to me? He said he doesn't see us being together because you don't see him seeing you together. You don't think he wants you guys together. As soon as you change that thinking, he'll want to be with you. He'll be planning a life with you. As soon as you change your thinking and think he wants you. Can I affirm that I always get commitment, so he wants to get back in a relationship with me? You can say that, darling, absolutely, but why don't you just imagine the relationship back together already? Why are you making him do things? Loz, how did you get your business so successful? Honestly, I decided it was going to be successful. Like I decided the moment I started my TikTok that whatever I did on TikTok was going to be a success the moment I started my first video. I'll tell you why I started my TikTok. I was in Kim Velez's self-concept community or whatever it was called. Because I followed Kim and I followed, other coaches. And I was in there answering questions all the time because it was just on my Facebook and every now and again. And it was me and another girl, and I can't remember. So her name's like Candice. And she was excellent at answering questions. I think better than me. She was wonderful. I can't remember her name. She doesn't have a platform. There are people in certain Facebook groups that I used to follow, Neville groups, who understood things better than the person who ran the group. There was another group I was in, and one guy called Greg Markovich was the best guy in there, and he left. And I was like, please don't leave, Greg. You've got the best answers, right? And I got so sick of being tagged in Kim's group. At Lauren, could you please answer this? At Lauren. And I was like, oh, my God. And I'd wake up and I'd be like, oh, my God, guys, I can't do this anymore. So I just left. And there were like 3 people who DM'd me in that group and said, where have you gone? And I said, I've gone and started TikTok. I didn't tell anyone. I didn't tell the group. I didn't go, I've left and started. I just left. And I just thought, those people will find me or other people will find me, right? Because I thought if I'm doing this in someone else's group, so I could help people on another platform. So I just decided to go over to TikTok and start doing affirmation tapes. All I was going to do, because I used to be a voiceover artist, I was going to do, you are loved. Do you are wanted? You know, like affirmations. And then when I actually went through TikTok, because I'd never really seen TikTok except my SP using it, and he would flick through and look at stupid, funny cat videos or whatever. Well, not cat videos, but like stuff that he was interested in. And that's all I thought TikTok was. And as I flicked through and looked up manifestation, you know, hashtags, I was like, what is this bullshit on here? Cinnamon sticks and blowing cinnamon and putting things under your pillow and manifestation candles. I had never seen any of that bullshit before. And I was like, oh no, I really need to answer questions. So my first video I ever did, I think I did a series about reality creation, like 6 little videos. And they said, anyone want to ask me questions? And straight away people were asking me questions. And within a week, people were asking me to go live. And I was like, okay. And then within a week of the live, people wanted coaching. And I was like, oh. Now, I decided it would be a success. I didn't know how it would look, but I just knew it would be successful. So whatever you start, guys, decide it's going to be successful. And then decide whatever you bring out is going to go really well. Decide everyone's going to love it. Like I decided all my courses people are going to love. Decide that, guys. Loz, I love you, by the way, because of you. I have 3 A's and 3 B's. Oh, wonderful. In your exams and your studies. Oh, wonderful. I've messed up. Stop saying that. SP is getting married to third party. What is missing in my self-concept? I know it's me and my awareness. Well, you're aware they don't want you. You're aware they want the other person. You're aware you're unwanted by them. Stop being aware of that. Do affirmations work if you struggle to actually believe them? You don't have to believe them, guys. Most of you struggle to believe them. What do you mean? They're just thoughts. You're thinking them as like magic beans that are going to somehow sink in and you're going to believe them all of a sudden. You won't believe them. Don't even try. Belief is formed after repetitious thought, guys. Have you repeated it enough to actually really believe it? Hi, Loz, your YouTube videos are fire. Thank you. Oh, thank you, darling. So, guys, this will be back on YouTube. It'll be put on YouTube. Make sure if you've got a third-party situation at the moment, you go and watch my video I just dropped on YouTube. It's called the How to Not Remove a Third-Party Warning Disaster Story, okay? There's also my Instagram Live that's going to go out this week, my first ever Instagram Live Q&A. That's me answering a whole lot of manifestation questions, how to manifest marriage, that's going to be on my YouTube. This will be on my YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube, Subconscious Laws. Make sure you go over to my Instagram. There's stories every day to keep you accountable, and come and join the squad. In the Subconscious Laws squad this month in May, we're doing the Manifest Contact Scripting Challenge, where you will manifest the loving, beautiful communication from your specific person that you're craving right now, with daily accountability tasks to keep your mind right. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. Bye, guys.